to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies will put total leather and will get started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They want to just keep throwing it. Going downfield for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. And the returner goes down. So Virginia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground. To backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Here comes the offense. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokie!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back.
He's looking deep. He's got it down the left side. See if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Keith. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Lots of times these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
That's a really good looking run there. And think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long, and the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Hokies send out the punt unit.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable at that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look at it. Man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. Just steamrolling the defense. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
First down for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Hard-hitting tackle.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality, but when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're trying to get to it. Caught close to the marker. It's Schwartz. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell into the game.
Back to the air one more time. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Takes the handoff. It's Mason. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with it.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10, and the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
He's taking the shot. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The give to the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Stanford will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line...
And he breaks into the open. The 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. A 1st down for the offense.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Schwartz. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it go. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs,
and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, we know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
He's knocked down in the backfield.
Acted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He's right on target. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Hokies will hustle to the line.
Bug, feet, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Offense in a split backfield. He's going to pass on second down. And the throw out to the sideline, just a few yards.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the play fake. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Smashes ahead. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
He'll toss it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed.
Point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The back goes in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab. It's Ortega. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Stanford. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quickly to the tight end. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Catch in the middle, it's Ortega. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on second down. He's going for it all. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Forced out of the pocket. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
It's 4th down now, and this likely touchdown Cardinal. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be secure.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Got a man. It's Heath. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Afterburners coming. 10. Touchdown Hokies. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down in possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Unloads to the wideout.
Fuck!
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he won't get to the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Defense in press coverage. He'll try it again. Finds a crease at the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee. I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this